Up.
You're gonna catch up, huh?
There
Come on.
Give me a signal.
And
It's 9/22/22.
9/22?
It's the date, September 22nd, 2024. September 22nd, 2024.
What time is it?
Let me check, Mr. Jeckovich.
Oh, that's early, yeah.
It's September 22nd, 2024, and I'm with Mr. John Jeckovich, and they're reading his book, Their Mother's Sons. We're on segment number 2 today, and we continue reading his book, which is titled Their Mother's Sons, and we're on chapter 18, page 533. It's the Delwood Ballroom and Delphine. Mr. Jeckovich was with Company H, the 2nd Battalion, the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. Mr. Jeckovich was a Purple Heart recipient and 2 Brown Stars. Mr. Jeckovich leaves his life, and his motto is very simple: yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. So, what's your dog tag number, Mr. Jeckovich?
469.
Did you want to read a couple pages?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, we're picking up when you're at the Delwood Ballroom. What do you remember about the Delwood Ballroom?
I first had caught the Delwood right on Sunday afternoon about 5 o'clock, just mulling around looking for something to do, and I heard the music. I said, where the hell is that music coming from? I backed up, turned around, went back to, there was a building there. The music comes from the 2nd floor up there. So luckily I found a place to park, and I went up there and paid the $2.50 to get in. And that was a big dance hall up there, and 25-piece band up to play there.
Oh, that's amazing. That's nice. When you went to the 2nd floor, were there stairs only or an elevator?
With chairs, stairs.
Stairs only, okay. And when you heard the music, you paid your admittance fee of $2.50, and you went up the stairs. What did you see when you got up to the
there must have been 1,000 people up there. Women and men.
That many?
Yeah, well, that was Saturday afternoon. Saturday, it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, yeah.
Did they have air conditioning? Air conditioning?
Yeah, it was air conditioning, yeah.
Were people allowed to smoke?
No smoking, but they could drink soda pop, no heavy liquor.
So they couldn't have beer, just strictly soda pop?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And so when you got up the stairs, you seen look like 1,000 people at the Delwood Ballroom on Main Street in Buffalo, New York. And what did you do then?
I see the girls dancing with the guys, not dancing with black girls, the girls dancing with girls, all that nonsense.
So it was a friendly
But I picked out three women, Agnes, Rosalie, and Delphine. I picked them out of the corner, and I isolated Delphine.
Right.
So I danced for all 3 of them, and took them home, and they lived in different ends of Buffalo. Took them down to your house for coffee, donuts.
Did you have breakfast there too?
No.
No. When you picked out the 3 ladies to dance with, was this primarily because you wanted to talk to Delphine Stulak?
No, I just wanted to dance with them. That's all.
And what type?
Agnes was older, but she was pleasant. Rosalie was a young, cute Jewish girl, and she was good. And then Delphine.
I see. And what type of dance were you doing then?
That foxtrot and a little bit of jitterbug. I did more jitterbug with Delphine than I did with them.
Was most of the 3 girls, were they good dancers?
Well, probably as mediocre as I was. I thought they were good dancers.
That's interesting.
No, I went to Arthur Murray dance too. I had 125 hours dancing at Arthur Murray's.
Could you still dance now?
I can't dance now. I can't walk. How am I going to dance? Huh?
I like your direct answers, Mr. Jeckovich. He doesn't waste any time.
no,
He doesn't waste any time.
not at all.
The reason why you can't stand up now is, the reason why you can't walk well now is because your knees are blown out. You had an accident in a parachute, you're jogging for 80 years, and you're almost 100 years old, but everything on you else works fine. You can read the newspaper with no glasses.
I couldn't walk the last 4 or 5 years. First 2 years, I knew I couldn't walk.
Yeah, I know. But that was because of the accident in the parachute, jogging for 80 years, and you still have shrapnel in your leg from bombings in World War II. And furthermore, you had trench foot and
Frostbite. I had frostbite last night.
Frostbite. 80 years later, the frostbite is still kicking in and causing torment.
You know how I get rid of the frostbite last night? Took my foot, it pushed it out, it put a lot of pressure on it. Did that about 10 times.
And that did it?
And that gave circulation back to the foot, and I could get back with sleep.
Well, that's a hell of a trick, but I'm sorry you're going through that 80 years later. 80 years later. Wow, that's something else. So anyways, getting back to Delaware.
Well, the heat, there's no heat here.
Yeah, I know. We're in this underground bunker, we barely have lights. But getting back to the WWII ballroom, what age group were these people?
They were the middle age. They were young kids starting at 18, 19, going up to 20, 25, 30, that's 35.
I understand, so it was all younger people. And was many of them World War II veterans?
I don't know.
You don't know. Was those 3 ladies you talked about, were they in the war?
It was equal amount of women and equal amount of men.
But were the 3 ladies you just mentioned you started dancing with, were they in the war effort?
No, I don't know. No, they weren't. The women weren't in it. No, they weren't in the wax or nothing, no.
Okay, okay. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So when you went in there, it seemed like there was 1,000 people there. You met 3 young ladies, and then what happened?
Well, I danced until they shut the place down.
And then what'd
Then I had
you
to
do
go
then?
down and feed them.
What'd you do then?
Your host brought coffee, donuts. Then I had to do them home.
Did they all live at the same house?
No, they lived all over Buffalo.
So
And it was snowing too.
tell us about the first stop.
That was Rosalie, and she lived more in the center of town in Buffalo, center of Buffalo. And then Agnes lived way out, she was almost out in the country. And then Delphine lived on Coons Avenue off of, what's that main street in Buffalo? I went Coons Avenue, yeah.
Well, let me ask you, with your first stop with Rosalie, did she live in a house by herself, or did she live with
She lived with her parents. Her parents were there, yeah.
parents? Was it a nice house?
Moderate house. The father worked. Father was. He wasn't a butcher. He wasn't a cook or something. He worked someplace in a store.
I gotcha. And how about Rosalie or Agnes?
Rosalie's father.
Yeah. No. What about the next one? The house. What was the next house you dropped off at?
I would drop off Rosalie.
And how was her house?
Well, that was a Jewish house, and the guy was doing something. He was selling. He had a flower shop or something, and he was selling that, and he did something else. And he was a nice guy, and a nice family, yeah.
And was it in like the city, or is it in the country?
No, it wasn't. It was a fairly good. It was in the good neighborhood, yeah.
And do you think that house is still standing today?
Well, no, I don't think so. That was, they tore all that place up.
Then the last stop was Delphine.
That was on Coons Avenue, yeah.
Coons Avenue. And when you dropped off Delphine, you dropped off at her mother's and father's house, correct?
Yeah.
What did that house look like?
It was a 2-story house, and their Delphine's uncle lived upstairs. He worked at Ford Motors, and the father and mother lived downstairs.
I see. Was it a nice house?
It was a brick house, typical house, brick house, probably 30, 40 years old.
I see. And what did Delphine's father do for a living?
He was a builder, building houses,
And what did Delphine's mother do?
housewife.
Housewife. I see. Now, getting back to your father, that he was in construction where he built houses, did you ever ask him to build a house for you?
No, no. I went to build houses when I busted my arm up.
Oh yeah? What happened?
Well, I was on a scaffold, and he was handing me not a plank, but something, a 2x6 or something. And when he handed it to me, I reached my hand out, and he dropped it in there, and my hand twisted. I strained my wrist.
Oh wow. Who did that now?
That was Delphine's father.
Did you used to work for him?
Huh?
Did you used to work for him at one
I
time?
used to go down on Saturdays to help him out. Yeah.
You'd help him out.
I didn't work. I didn't go every day. You know, I was working a kibble.
Is that once you were married or before you were married?
And before I didn't work over there. I was working the kibble.
And didn't Delphine have a brother and a couple
She had a
sisters?
sister. The sister was I can't think of her name. Worked in Washington. She thought she was the president's wife.
Okay, okay. And how about the other sister she had? Was the younger sister?
The other sister was too young. 14. She was 12, 13 years old. And then the brother, what the hell he did? He was 18, 19 years old. I don't forget what the hell he did. He didn't work on cars. He didn't work at a factory. I think he must have helped his father or something.
I see. And then if you fast forward about 60 years, didn't your wife's younger sister come visit you in Florida?
No.
Don't you remember in your driveway there was a camper?
A what?
A camper, an RV.
Oh, that wasn't her. That was one of my friends from work.
Oh.
I wanted to park the camper in the front on the front lawn
Oh.
for a week while he took the motorcycle and drove around. I parked that piece of shit on my lawn.
Was that exactly what you told him?
Yeah.
And what happened then?
He didn't talk to me after that.
Where did he go? Do you have any idea?
Well, they went on a trip they had motorcycles too.
And so they wanted to park the RV on your front lawn
Yeah.
to leave the driveway open so you could come and go.
Yeah.
And they wanted
And ruined my lawn.
And
What was left of it.
and cruise around Daytona, right?
Yeah.
I got you, I understand. So you basically told him that wasn't a good idea.
No, I told him it was a good idea.
Yeah. Did he accept it or was he angry?
Well, he's pissed off. He said, well, we'll be back in a week. It took him 2 weeks to come back. He says, where are you going to get rid of that pile of junk in the front?
Didn't you have some other type of altercation where you said someone was in your back bedroom and didn't leave for like a month or something?
Oh,
You said this back bedroom is jinxed, didn't people come to visit and they ended up staying in your back bedroom because there's some type of altercation or
you
something?
mean visiting?
Yeah.
No, that was that back bed, but it was a what the hell was it? Delinquents. They got pissed off and stayed in their back bedroom.
Like what would happen to make people pissed off that were visiting?
Well, Lucky got pissed off because I don't know. He was real temperamental. And I says, he said, well, I'll see it. He went back in the room and he stayed there for 2 days. They come out, tell me, can you give me something to eat, some breakfast, please?
So this was your younger brother.
Yeah, Lucky, yeah.
And so how'd that finally turn out? Did everyone make up and
Oh yeah, the family squabbles.
so everything worked out fine?
Yeah.
I see. Didn't you have some visitors you said, which is an interesting story, you're just here to
Out
help?
of town. That was Delphi's mother's father's stuff from the old country.
Yeah. But didn't you have one time that you told me that every time there was visitors involved, there's some type of nonsense? Like, didn't you say that one of the mothers said she was going to call the cops on you because your daughter had sunburn or something?
Oh, that was Jennifer, yeah. I told Jennifer, I said, Jennifer, when you go out there, wear sometimes don't stay out in the sun too long. Dad, Paul, I don't sunburn. And she was going with the Delphine. They were.
Yeah, but I thought her girlfriend's mother, not Jennifer, but her girlfriend's mother.
And she got sunburned.
Yeah.
And she come back, I said, you're sunburned. And she said, oh, it hurts, it hurts. So I put that, what the hell I put on it. And Delphine called the mother up and she said, he's sunburned? I'm calling the cops on you right now.
What would the police do? Here in
That
Florida,
stupid girl wouldn't listen. I told Delphine, watch it. That was Jennifer. I said, watch Jennifer. She'll say that sun too long. She's a pain in the ass.
So-
and she got sunburned.
So the mother in Niagara Falls called you up when you
The
advised.
daughter called up crying, well, I got sunburned. It hurts. I can't do nothing about it.
So what the hell did mother want you to do?
Well, you put that oil away
Yeah,
or
but
something.
that's all you can do.
I told her, I said, don't stay in the sun too long.
And so she wanted
Paul,
to.
I don't sunburn.
So how did that finally get resolved? Did everyone get?
They pissed them off, and they knew she was stupid if she did it. Yeah, I was the one that took her when we went camping. That was a couple of years later, and she had a bad toothache. Camping, we took her for camping at Wilmot Lake. And I said, definitely, let's take her to a small little town or take her to the dentist or see if we can get something to put her tooth for the toothache. I'm not going anywhere. I said, well, you're not going to see her bawling all day. It was my holiday and everything else. So he took her to the dentist. He put her in a chair, and he said, now, what tooth is it? She said, this one here. He said, okay, sit still now. He said, but he's not my father.
What happened then?
They said, I'm sorry, I can't work on you.
So Bowman Lake you mentioned before, is that in Norwich, New York?
Huh?
Bowman Lake you've mentioned before, is that a camping spot in Norwich, New York?
Well, Norwich, yeah.
Norwich, New York. And what campsite did you usually stay at?
51.
Why would you always stay at
That was the large campsite, the big campsite. Bowman Lake, I love Bowman Lake with the pop-up trailer.
And they had a nice lake there?
They had a nice lake there. They had a nice concession stand there.
And they had deers displayed?
Oh, yeah.
When you walked in the woods, did you see all those stone fences?
Oh, yeah,
In
yeah.
the 1700s?
Yeah, they're all placed, no cement or nothing.
No cement. I mean, I can't keep a fence stamp for more than a year. Someone runs it over and knocks it down. In those woods, as far as the eye could see, there were stone fences put up for miles and miles, and not one of those fences were down.
I was when a truck hit it or something.
Yeah, it's just amazing how beautiful that was. So how often did you go to Bowman Lake State Park?
Well, we went on every weekend I could get a hold of. My vacation, we stayed a whole week.
Really?
It's my brother-in-law. I said, Mom, come with us. I'm not going camping. I'm not going camping.
Minutes, please.
All right.
So your mother would never go?
No.
11.
She'd go on picnics with us. She'd
where
go to
would you go?
Letchworth.
Where would you take her picnics?
Letchworth.
How was that nice?
Letchworth State Park was a nice park, yeah.
Didn't they have like a long train track?
Trestle.
Trestle, yeah.
Yeah.
But getting back to Norwich, New York, that was a nice town near Oxford. When you're coming into Bowman Lake, it was a dirt road. It was very steep. What did you see on top of the hill?
The Hermit.
Hermit. Tell us about that.
I like your, no, what do you call it? I like your auto. I had that stupid International.
And how long has he been living in the woods for?
Probably 30 years, all by himself.
And what would he do every night? Every
Play
night?
guitar.
No. When he shoot his gun off every night before he went to bed?
Yeah. Tell everybody he's got a gun.
Yeah. But he had a good view. He was on top of the mountain on the dirt road, and he could see right down to the lake.
Yeah, but that dirt, who went down there and he slid down that road? One of our relatives, I can't think of it.
What happened?
I said, I can't think of it. It was Stevie's friend or something.
No, I think it was Dave Noss.
Huh?
Dave Noss.
No, Dave Noss probably. And I said, Dave, don't stand on that road. That road is slippery. Oh, he got down and slid on his ass all the way down. Got his pants all ripped up, all black and everything. And lucky he didn't get hurt.
Wow. When you camped at Bowman Lake, did you go into the towns much?
We went to town. There was a little small. No, we did the cooking on the side of the road. Those farm women good cooking. We used to buy cakes and pies off of them all the time.
No kidding. Didn't you have like a custom-made, real big brown kitchen cabinet?
Oh yeah, where was that? What happened to
You
that?
built that, right?
Yeah,
And what did you do with that cabinet? What did you store in there?
I stored all the food for a week.
Yeah. And then you brought it with you every time you went camping, and you put it on your picnic table,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And if anyone wanted anything, they just simply pull it down
And put,
and get what they wanted.
yeah, it was a nice cabinet. I put like
That was heavy duty.
I think in summertime I put it. I don't know where I put it. Probably down in the cellar or the garage. Somebody stole it.
Someone stole it. It was a nice cabinet.
Yeah,
How long did it take you to make that cabinet?
probably a couple of weeks.
It was heavy duty.
Yeah,
It was heavy duty. You went there in a Coleman pop-up tent camper. How many did that sleep?
that was probably sleep 6.
6. And then you'd pull it with what? What did you tow
I
it with?
put it with the International.
I see. Did it pull it pretty well?
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh. It pulled it pretty well. Did it have heat?
I had heat there. Yeah,
Did you ever use the heat?
we use the heat all the time. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. And then what finally happened to that camper?
Well, we used it for a couple of years, and then I think I sold it. Everybody got tired of camping. Well, the kids got older; they didn't want to camp anymore.
Yeah,
The kids didn't want to camp.
Yeah, everyone gets older and they don't want
Yeah,
to.
they want to camp. I'm not going to camp anymore. Cry.
Didn't you also take a young lady named Anne Marie there at one time?
Yeah, that was one living in the fire hall there. Yeah,
Oh, okay. And how was
that's the
that?
one we took to the dentist.
Okay, now I remember that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she said, he's not my father.
So you had a run-in with a lot of these people.
Yeah.
You had a run-in with a lot of these people. When you left your house at 3063 Orleans Avenue, about how long did it take you to get to Bowman Lake?
We leave the house at 9 o'clock. Probably get there 2 or 3 o'clock.
So it was a
And
pretty
then we
good,
stop for lunch.
it was a pretty good ride.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good ride.
It wasn't out in the country roads, it was all paved roads and everything.
Yeah, it was a pretty good ride. Wow, that's really something. Didn't you once tell me that you had reservations and it was at a place called Apple Grove Inn? What happened?
Yeah, and they put me in the center.
What happened?
We had reservations, we went there it was a holiday.
What was it, Mother's Day or Easter?
No, it was 4th of July.
Oh, well, you got a better
And we
one.
went there and I said, what's the circle for? She said, well, you got to stand in line now. I said, well, I got reservations. I'm sorry, sir, we're overflowed right now. We can't do anything about it.
So what finally happened?
Well, I stayed there. I got a spot right next to the fence, and on the other side of the fence was a cow pasture of 15,000 cows. Ooh, ooh.
Was it a nice seat though?
Huh?
Was it a nice table? Did you finally have a nice table?
No.
No? Okay.
No, we used our trailer to eat out of. We didn't.
Oh, okay.
There's no tables there. There was a picnic place.
Okay, I understand. And how was the picnics at Letchworth State Park?
That was good. Well taken, clean restrooms, clean everything. Well taken care of.
What drinks would you bring?
What drink we brought? We didn't bring any. We brought. I don't even think we took cans of pop.
You did?
I think we made iced tea and took a gallon of iced tea out of the refrigerator and then put it in the camper. That would keep it cold. I think we drank that iced tea.
And what type of food would you make?
Well, enough to make food that we could keep for 2 or 3 days.
And what would it be?
It would be soups, mostly soups, because the soups were good at say 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And then she made a roast, and she made what else she did? She did 3 things for us.
Chicken wings?
She made roasted chickens, yeah. Chicken legs.
So your mother would not go camping with you, but she would go on a picnic. Did your mother?
But she did a cooker for us too before we went.
Uh-huh. Did your mother enjoy the picnics?
Oh yeah.
She really liked
She
it.
knew she was getting back home.
So she was happy she'd be back the same day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand.
Now she enjoyed sitting out there.
I understand that. So she had a nice time.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
I was glad she went.
I am too, yeah. Get out of the house, yeah. That was very nice. Did your mother enjoy making the food for the picnics?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely helped her, yeah.
Yeah. And then where would you go skiing or tobogganing at during the winter?
We went to Letchworth, we went to Kissing Valley. That was a commercial ski area.
How was that?
That was good. Delphi didn't ski. She was afraid to ski.
Did you have your own skis?
I had my 10 to 6 foot skis, yeah.
I see.
Steel edges.
And was there a ski lift or a rope tow?
Well, we went to rope tow out of the state park. It was rope tow. You got it, put it around your belt and they pull you up. But on another one, a tow.
I see. And
That's where Sally fell off the thing.
did she get hurt?
She had her skis out. I said, Sally, don't wiggle. We're going up the slope to come down again. And she was sitting there with her skis out. She was going like this. I said, Sally, don't let you get yourself out of balance. You're going to throw yourself over. And she threw herself over. Luckily, when she fell near a ski pole, a pile of cement bar to hold the ski lifts up. And she fell with all that straw.
How many feet down was it?
When she fell, about 10 feet.
That's very dangerous.
Yeah, we took her to a doctor and everything. No, we couldn't get. We got her in the car, but when we started driving, she said, "I can't move. I can't move. I can't move."
No! Oh no! Minutes?
3.
Oh no! But she turned out to be okay, right?
Yeah.
I see. And didn't you have some type of problem with one of your cars and getting a ticket or some type? You told me
A what?
a ticket, some type of traffic ticket or something.
I didn't have an inspection ticket on it. When we passed the toll booth, the toll guy turned me in.
Okay.
And then I pulled up there, and we were there for a while. I said, "What's that trooper said?" And he's been here a long time.
Oh, so he's
I
waiting
said,
for you.
I think these guys are us. So when we pulled out about 5 o'clock that night, he got me on the state highway and pulled me over.
Okay, so let me see if I understand that. You were in a rental car, correct?
Yeah.
And you pulled
I
in.
told the rental car, I said, give me a certificate and a safety sticker. They had to have you didn't have a safety sticker on the windshield. That's what they got me for.
Okay, let me just try to understand this. You're pulling into the ski resort, and you had to pay to get in the park, and the attendants at the parking lot noticed that you were missing a sticker on your windshield, and so that attendant called the New York State Police and informed there's a car in our parking lot that doesn't have the proper safety sticker. Was that it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And so what finally happened? Did you have to?
Well, they waited till we pulled out again on the state highway. They pulled me over.
So what did you have to go to court?
I had to go to court. The judge was blind and deaf. And I went back 3 times. I lost a lot of time from work.
How the hell could it be a judge being blind and deaf?
And well, he had some woman sit right next to him.
Oh yeah, okay.
And that was that's it.
Did he treat you fairly? Did the judge treat you fairly?
No, he was pissed off. He says, well, I'm pissed off. You people come in here and disrupt our good country here, and you come in here and flout the laws and everything. He says, you come back, I'm finding you right now.
Oh, wow. Man, did he know that you're a World War II combat vet?
I never told him nothing.
Wow. So how was it finally resolved? You had to go get a sticker on the car and bring it back to show him?
No, I paid the fine to him, and then when I got back to sit back home, I went down to the city hall, got a ticket on the car, and put it on the windshield.
I see. Did it mark your license?
No, he didn't mark the license,
That's
but
good.
he fined me.
He fined you. Did you have the rental car company reimburse you?
What?
It was a rental car. Did they reimburse you?
No, that was my car.
Oh, your car, okay. Minutes?
10 seconds.
That's an interesting story. You have a great memory, Mr. Jeckovich.
Yeah.
You have a great memory.
That time we lost the key in a Volkswagen. We turned the key, and it was cold out.